The end of all things is at hand. Therefore, be self-controlled and sober-minded for the sake of your prayers. 1 Peter 4:7. Peter wrote to Christians who were undergoing persecution. In verse 7 he says, "The end of all things is at hand." That was written about 2000 years back. Peter addresses this issue, namely the apparent delay of the end, in his second epistle. In 2 Peter chapter 3 verses 3 and 4 we read, "Knowing this first of all, that scoffers will come in the last days with scoffing, following their own sinful desires. They will say, 'Where is the promise of his coming?' For ever since the fathers fell asleep, all things are continuing as they were from the beginning of creation." In the same chapter, he says in verse 8 and 9, "But do not overlook this one fact, beloved, that with the Lord 1 day is as 1,000 years, and 1,000 years as 1 day. The Lord is not slow to fulfill his promise, as some count slowness, but is patient toward you, not wishing that any should perish, but that all should reach repentance." We are more close to the end than the believers who lived at that time. In the 260 chapters of the New Testament, there are 318 references to the second coming of Christ. Peter gives 3 areas that we should watch out. Stay tuned as we explore them. Have a blessed day.